Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka the Workman's Pomp, aka Uncle Dolan, and today I got a new little segment for you. But first, I want to address something. You might be noticing I'm wearing a black shirt, and in the next segment I'll be wearing a blue shirt. That's because I just made a new little intro for my channel, which you just saw. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's pretty cool, actually. But because of that, I wanted to cut off the first little segment of the review I just did to make room for that new intro type thing, because it didn't flow as well with the way I recorded the thing that you're about ready to watch. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is a new type of review in my truck, so let me know what you think about it as well. I'm going to be doing an endurance test just to see how well pomades work throughout the day, sometimes I'll do a review as well, depending on if I've done the pomade or not. So I thought it'd be cool to take some of our favorite well-known products and just actually show you how they work after each delivery I do, and then just give you an analysis at the end of the day. So basically, the pomade I'm going to be talking about today is Boulevard Nights gel-based original hold pomade. Now, a friend of mine who does a lot of recording and does a lot of stuff just on YouTube was telling me that what he would like to see with the hair products is a hands-on type review of the pomade. Now, I know some other people have done that, and also it's kind of not my style, because with how my work is, it's really hands-on and it's really physical, like Olivia Newton-John. And for me, my hair kind of always looks a little jacked up at the end of the day. So, you know, I try to be realistic about how the product works with you guys in the heat and whatnot. But I figured what I would do is just do kind of like a little bit of a throughout the day check-in to see how the product would go, and do a mini review at the first, so you guys kind of have a feel for it. So Boulevard Nights is a gel-based, made in Tucson, Arizona, and it's your typical gel-based fare in that it smells a little bit chemically. It has a good smell to it, but it also kind of has that, you know, that product smell that you can kind of expect from some gel base. And it scoops out and styles pretty equally to any other normal gel base, kind of like Suavecito or Cool Grease or anything like that. Breaks down normal. Application is just a tiny tug and pull depending on how you put gel base in. I usually put a little bit of water in my gel, put a little bit of water in my hair and then put my gel base in, and that's how I use them. But you can put them in dry, and that gives you a little bit more hold, but it also kind of will give you some tug and pull. So anyways, I styled with this, and so far it's holding up. It's 10:30 right now. I haven't really done many heavy deliveries, but I have a few coming up, so I'll check in after that. But basically, my day usually starts around 7:30, and so far the endurance on this is pretty good. It looks like it's going to be a hotter day outside, so like I said, I will check in and let you know how I feel about how this pomade holds up. But basically, the scent's, just as a quick little overview, the scent is pretty good. It's like a masculine cologne scent. Like I said, though, it has kind of that, kind of like that chemically product scent with it as well. The scoopability is normal for a gel base. The application is normal for a gel base. The stylability is a little bit better than most gel base. That's one thing I like about it. And I was reading on the website that there's supposed to be some ingredients in this that help not only with the stylability of your hair, but also just kind of to help them stay your hair more moisturized. And that's what kind of made this stand out, is that I've been looking for a gel base for a long time that I could wear that won't dry the crap out of my hair and will also have good stylability, which is a fine line to walk when it comes to gel base, because it feels like to me you either get one or the other. You either get really good hold and dry hair, or you get really good stylability but not good hold. So I'm always looking for that perfect middle ground. So all right, well, I'll come back to you after my first big delivery and kind of let you know how my hair's holding up. I just did my first really strenuous pickup today. I had to go up and down a flight of stairs to get a bed amongst other stuff. So I would say on the activity level, I would say that this was pretty high. As of the first time, it's Boulevard is still holding pretty well. The thing I like about this is that it doesn't come off as like a helmet head type gel-based pomade, but it still has some good hold to it. We'll see what happens, because immediately after this, I have another pretty big pickup. I just got done with another big pickup. Basically, I was at a facility. Sometimes those are hit or miss. Facilities are usually tiny bit easier because I have this cart thing that I can use to put the bed in, but then they're usually like anywhere between 3 to 10 stories depending on the place, so it'd be pushing a lot of heavy equipment and multiple trips. So I'm back. You can see I'm kind of working up a stress. I would say the activity level on that one was pretty high. One thing I started to notice, and this is usually the first step for me of like a breakdown in a water-based, is that, or a gel water-based, is that my calic I can feel that there's kind of like a floaty part back here. It's starting to pop up a little bit. Now it hasn't popped up at all, like it hasn't pushed the hair up yet, but I feel that it's starting to loosen up. And overall, I feel that the pomade's starting to light up because I'm starting to sweat more and the heat's out. Now that's normal because water-based, gel-based, water-based products are supposed to reactivate with the water and get a little bit lighter as you put more water on it. So if you're sweating a lot, your product's gonna get a little bit lighter. But so far, other than maybe like a couple of pieces starting to flake out a little bit on the sides, which you can see, it's still holding up really well. I'm gonna give it a first, since it's a little bit reactivated back here, I'm just gonna comb the back down a little bit, just because I can feel that there's a couple of pieces popping up. But no major restylability things that I need to do right now. So I've done a couple of little things in between both these little clips. So overall, I'm about 4 hours tentatively of being done with work, and this is holding up surprisingly well. I gotta be honest with you guys, I got some of these Black Forest organic gummies. You know, I'm not against organic food at all, but I always thought that like organic candy would taste bad, but I gotta admit, those Black Forest organic gummy bears are pretty delicious. So if you can get your hands on some of those, for sure do it. Anyways, got done with another delivery, and the hair's still holding up, but there's like little strands that are starting to come unlodged. So I can definitely say on a hotter, more strenuous day that this pomade would start to lose its grip, so to speak. Because right now I've had a few beds today, but it hasn't been really crazy, and it hasn't been crazy hot, but it's still sticking, but you can see that the sides are starting to come out. I'm definitely going to, when I go to lunch, put some water on there and recomb through it. But for a medium, I'm liking it really, really, really well. I definitely think for just like an everyday pomade that this would be pretty good. Work, if you're doing strenuous work, I don't know about that, but then again, with most strenuous jobs, the water-based, at least the gel-based, the gel-type water-based that I've used, usually soften up just because of all the sweating and heat that happens. So, but this so far has maintained its shape pretty well, with only one restyle, which was the combing in the back, which I don't really even consider a real restyle. But I'm gonna go wet it down and recomb it, and I'll get back to you guys towards the end of my shift and let you know how it's looking. All right, so I just did another delivery, heading off towards the end of the day right now. And this is what my hair looks like after adding a little bit of water and doing a restyle before my last delivery. So surprisingly, restyles really well, although my hair is kind of sloping off a little bit to the right. It still works really well, and I was actually really surprised about that. The endurance on this pomade is that it's a little bit light, but not too light. You know, it's a little bit lighter than an average water-based, gel-based pomade, but in the same sense, there's also a lot more flexibility to it. One thing I would say that I thought was kind of really unique about this pomade is that it smells like the scent on it, the cologne scent, sticks like prominent throughout the day. Now I wasn't expecting that, because most gel-based pomades, the smell like goes away like really quickly, and this stuff, the smell kind of sticks with you, and that was really, really cool. As a gel-based, I have used this a couple of times and washed it out, and I will say that out of all the gel-based I have used, this dries my hair out the least, which is really cool. So I wouldn't say it's like the perfect middle ground between not drying my hair off and stylability, but it's the closest thing, and it'll do until the other pomade that I'm looking for that may be non-existent shows up. So my overall thoughts on this, the original hold says it's kind of like a medium hold. I would say that it's like medium or a little bit lighter. This pomade isn't going to hold up if in extreme heat, but it will hold up overall. And I think that it's a good pomade. I would give it a 3.9 out of 5. It definitely is one of the better gel-based pomades I've used. The smell's really good, and it styles really good, but unfortunately, like most gel-based pomades that don't dry my hair out and do style good, this one kind of lacks in the longevity. So, but it would work great for like a desk job, or like if you were using it in the winter, or just like a job where maybe you're not running around and sweating a bunch, so maybe you work inside of an office or something like that. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said he had a hard time slicking his hair back with it and keeping it back. So for me, I don't really slick my hair too much, only the sides, and I pop up the front. So for that type of look, it worked really well for me. So overall, I would recommend it. Also, guys, if you could give me some input. I'm kind of doing this whole like in the truck hands-on type review of this pomade, and I was wondering if you guys wanted more stuff like that in the future. Not necessarily a review in the truck, because I like doing the like the in the bathroom type of review, so I can kind of go through everything. But I was wondering if you wanted me to go through like the day, like my day endurance of a pomade. I was thinking of doing black ship next, but if you guys have any suggestions, if you'd like to see more videos like this, or if you don't like it at all, just let me know. So thanks for watching, and like I said, it's a little more off the cuff and a little less edited than I'm used to, but I'm thinking you roll around in my truck with me and see what it's like. So hope you guys liked it, and let me know what you think in the comments.